Hello everybody, my name is Aud and welcome back to the Aud Narrations channel. Today we're reading a story titled Never Had Sex with Girlfriend of 2.5 Years. As always, if you enjoy these videos and want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button, that way you won't miss the latest upload. Alrighty, let's make a start. The post reads, Girlfriend and I have never had sex. Yeah, basically the title sums it up. My girlfriend, 21 female, and I, 21 male, have been dating for 2.5 years now. We started dating when we were both 19, and she said that she wanted to wait before sex, and I agreed because I respected that decision and wanted to make her comfortable. We would do other stuff though frequently, and I had no complaints. All was fine until about a year after, which the intimacy and attraction just disappeared. I believe we've done anything sexual only about 5 or 6 times in the last 1.5 years. I feel like shit, if I'm being very honest. We talked about it, and she said that she wants to do it now, but I don't feel like she does. She never initiates or mentions anything related to it. Even when we do anything, I never feel like she's into it. We had a huge fight and almost broke up last month, and after that I felt like the spark was back. But since the last 2 weeks again, it feels like it's back to being how it was. Is this fixable? What should I do? I feel like after such a long time I don't want to throw away something special, but at the same time this feeling is eating at me inside. TLDR, she wanted to wait before having sex, and I agreed. It's been 2.5 years and we still haven't, and there's no intimacy left in this relationship. Ooh, tricky one. Tricky. I mean, I guess OP just needs to decide whether this is a deal breaker for him. Or the girlfriend needs to decide. But it sounds like the attraction's gone. The fight and then the makeup and makeup intimacy, we'll say, I guess is pretty common. But as you've correctly described, it sort of just goes back to the status quo relatively quickly. Unless the relationship becomes toxic and you fight all the time. Let's see what the comments say. Someone left a comment saying, you're engaging in what's called sunk cost fallacy. You feel like you've invested too much in the relationship to leave. Everyone has different sexual needs, and there's no judgment in that. In this part of your relationship, you seem to be fundamentally incompatible, and you're unhappy. Some people place less importance on sex, and so this would be less of an issue. But it's an issue for you, and there is zero reason to stay. You both deserve to have a partner that you're happy and fulfilled with. Someone else left a comment quoting, is this fixable? And they write, it's been 2.5 years. There is no fix. You are not compatible when it comes to sex or intimacy. She never initiates. This will not change. I think, to be fair, this is probably the way to look at it. It's a sexless marriage is what you're actually going to go into. Like, just because there's a wedding ring involved doesn't mean anything else changes. In fact, actually, it's likely to not change. In a sense, if you continue this, you're actually agreeing to that. Someone else left a comment saying, I think she's noticing you're losing interest in her. She wants to do it if you're interested. And in my opinion, she probably wants a sexless relationship with you. Because in this world, not everybody wants sex. In all honesty, opinions break up. It may hurt, but look at it this way. Why should you be in a relationship where sex is decided by her and only, and you get little to no say in it? And the reason why she never initiates is probably because she wants to hold sex and power over your head. Tinfoil hat moment, maybe. As a man, I will always say never be in a relationship where sex is one-sided, and it's the woman making all the rules about sex. Men also deserve equal respect when it comes to sex. Someone replied saying, sound advice. For my relationships, it's always been the other way around. Men decide when, where, and how the sex occurs. I've never really had much of a choice other than to express my interest and wait the rejection. Rough. Someone replied saying, I understand your point, and thank you for giving your viewpoint on the matter, but many men get stuck in dead-end relationships nowadays and expect to wait 1,000 years just to get to want certain types of sex or not. I don't condone forcing someone to do things they don't want to, but I don't think a man should be forced to stay in a relationship if they get no sex out of it. For many people, sex is a form of love, but for some it isn't. Everyone's different. I had both female friends and male friends in my personal life reach out to me about the same issue, and for both genders I say the same. If someone doesn't want to have sex with you, there's nothing you can do much about it other than leaving. The same thing with holding sex and power over someone's head applies to both genders. Someone replied, saying, 100% agree. I view it the same as a lot of people. Sex is a form of love, and I was quite frankly shocked to find my current partner doesn't view it like that at all. He told me that at the start of the relationship he didn't need to have sex with me because he could feel me inside him. Yo. He could love me without sex. Well, yeah, that's great, and he had those feelings. My point is every gender experiences it. It's not great for either. I can imagine a lot of men feel like they are creeps for wanting to leave relationships where they don't receive the love they want or understand. Someone else replied, saying, I never knew so many people, especially all the younger people, had issues like this. Being attracted to your partner is one thing, but that plus loving them and being comfortable with them has always given me an extreme urge to have sex with them on a regular basis. I can't even imagine being disinterested in that. It's crazy to me. And someone replied saying, I'm sorry to hear about this story. I hope it gets better for you. And if it doesn't, unfortunately, it will end up with a breakup. Pretty much, yeah. Right. Tricky one, but I think the comments there pretty well summarize what OP needs to do. He needs to have a think about whether this is a deal breaker for him, whether he, can make do, I guess. Long, hard conversation. Right, what do you think OP should do? What would you do in OP's shoes? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you enjoy these videos and want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button. That way you won't miss the latest upload. Alrighty, we'll have to finish there. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.